My next two guests were but boys with shaggy hair and grungy clothes when their band started rocking us in the noughties and sent 7 songs straight to number 1. Now they're both dashing men who are about to tell us why they're not so special. We think they are, but we're not going to say on air. One chattered into our hearts as the winner of Strictly, while the other is a best-selling children's author. Together, they're one half of McFLY. It's only Harry Judd and Tom Flesher. Good afternoon, chaps.
Good afternoon. The better half.
The better
half of McFLY.
Yeah. We've started, haven't we? Yeah, we've started. How are you both doing? Are you well?
Tom?
Do you know what? I'm
really
going to name you. I'm going to name you each time, and it might be easier then because you're both
pick your favourite.
Oh no! Don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that to me. Tom, are you well?
So I'm your favourite, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, I'm full of waffles and maple syrup today, so I'm great.
Oh, nice work.
Yeah,
nice work.
We kicked the weekend off well.
Yeah. Are you dressed or are you still in your PJs?
I'm kind of in my comfies, yeah. So I'm comfy and I'm full and happy.
We love a comfy. And my second favourite, but just a bigger favourite, Harry, how are you?
I'm good. I'm fully dressed. I've been out already. I've been out in the park, freezing, in the muddy, wet, cold with the kids, trying to keep them entertained. But yeah, I'm all good. How are you?
You're very lovely. I'm very well. And I have to say, it's lovely looking on socials and seeing you guys with your family out and about and homeschooling and everything else. I feel I'm in the classroom with you sometimes looking at your Instagram accounts. But we're going to say a massive congratulations. Obviously, the new album, Young Dumb Things Thrills, is out with a new single as well, You're Not Special. So let's start on that, shall we? Because it's been, fair to say, it's been quite a long time. Tell us about the new single.
So it's called You're Not Special, and we recorded this album exactly a year ago. We're in the studio, and this song was just one that I was doing the kind of school runs at the time. The kids were still at school, and I was driving in. I was doing most of my writing on the drive into the studio, and it just came really quickly. And I think it's like, for me, it's about how not being special is special enough. Like, we've had the privilege of meeting people that we idolize and some of our heroes, and you know, you put them on this pedestal and think that they have it all figured out. And when you meet them, the truth is that they don't have a clue what they're doing, just like you don't. And no one is, is special. And I feel like it's actually, even though the song is called You're Not Special, it's a really positive message for me. That's what I take from it anyway.
That is so true. You think everyone else has got the end game. They know exactly what they're doing. They're on it. And they're not. They're like swans, aren't they? Looking all graceful, but underneath their old feet are still flapping away.
Yeah, and no matter every single person I've ever met who I've thought that about is exactly the same. They just don't have a clue what they're doing. And it's really comforting to learn that about people that you idolise and your heroes.
Yeah, very reassuring. Harry, tell us, this album's been a long time in the making. How does it feel? And I know you've probably been asked this, but I'm going to ask you anyway, because it's such a big thing to be back together after so long. I was watching a documentary all about us and, your journey over the last sort of 10 years. And you've had some real highs, but you've also had some lows.
Yeah, we have. I mean, we've been a band now for nearly, we're coming up to 18 years. So, yeah, we've been through a lot together. And, we started recording our 6th album in 2010, started writing it. And we didn't actually release it until 2020 because of several different reasons. In between all that, we did McBusted, and then we had a bit of a break. There was a bit of like a fallout, and obviously I can't go into the intricacies of that situation, but as you said, there's a documentary we did which kind of explains it and tells the truth. And we've been through a lot together, but it feels, to answer your original question, it feels amazing. Like, we're back. We can't wait to finally get touring again when we're going to be allowed. We've got a studio together. We're fully committed. We've feel like we've renewed our vows as a band, and yeah, our 6th album is out, and like I said, once this nasty situation that we're all in is over, we can't wait to get touring again.
Brilliant. I mean, 6th album, that's something. And that's what happens with friendship, though. I mean, you do touch on it, and you've been very honest, I think, in the media about explaining that what sort of went on. But bands often go through this. It's such a difficult world, and people out there working think, how can that be difficult? Put it into perspective. if you're working in a hospital, life is a lot harder at the moment. But when you're with your friends 24 hours a day working, there's a lot of pressure, isn't there? You don't have much time off. And I love the fact that you've come through it and you're stronger for it. You've been so honest and you're there for each other.
Yeah, like you said, we're under no illusion that we have the best job in the world. It's it isn't a job; it is fun. But the thing that's difficult is working on any relationship that you've been in for 18 years almost. You go through difficult times, and it's realizing that that's the thing that you need to protect, and that's the thing that is special. It's not about the band and the music. That will always be there as long as you protect your friendship and your relationship. And quite often with bands that have been together for a long time, that they kind of lose, like we did. We kind of lost sight on that for a while, and thankfully we managed to pull it back together and sort ourselves out.
And you're stronger for it. Now, you mentioned about the tour. I mean, at the moment, the dates are in May going through. But any news on that? Anything we can share, or is it just wait and see?
We're still in that kind of wait and see phase, and it's as frustrating for us as it is for all the fans and people who have tickets. But like every band and every music artist at the moment, we're at the mercy of the circumstances and the situation, and just waiting to be told that it's safe to go and play shows again. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed, and the minute we can get on stage, we'll be back, and it will feel all the sweeter for it for having this break.
Do you know what? I think you're absolutely right. The fans, all of us, we're going to be so excited to go and see and hear live music again. And everyone's been waiting, let's be honest, quite a long time for you two to get, all four of you to get back together again. So it's going to be a huge event. I was looking through, I just want to touch on creativity, because both of your families, you've got books out at the moment. Tom, I'm going to start with you. You've got a book out with Giovanna, haven't you?
Yes, yeah, we started writing a trilogy together. But actually, we came up with the concept maybe like 10 years ago, and we are both authors. I write children's books, and my wife writes like commercial women's fiction. And it was just an idea that we both had, and we both wanted to write it. And so we said, well, let's do it together. And it's kind of this dystopian young adult novel. The second book, The Eve Illusion, is out on paperback now, and we're just trying to figure out when we're going to write the final instalment of this trilogy.
You guys never stop.
It's good fun.
And congratulations, I have to say, on I'm a Celebrity, the win. And Harry, I mean, your wife, Izzy, she's got a book out as well. I mean, I didn't realise quite how creative your families were.
Yeah, she's way more creative than me. She's a fully fledged, fully trained classical musician as well. So she's really talented. But yeah, no, I'm really proud of her. She's written her second book is called Mindfulness for Mums. And Izzy's been quite open about her struggle with anxiety, and it's something that reared its ugly head during motherhood as well. And she turned to mindfulness to sort of help her through that. And she found the sort of techniques and things she learned through mindfulness really helped her during the challenges of motherhood. And so she explored it further, went on a course, learned loads about it, and just really wanted to share her experience of mindfulness. So she wrote a book called Mindfulness for Mums to basically help mums, find a little bit of calm in the chaos of motherhood. The paperback's out now, so
she's going to love me for bringing this up. She's going to love me for bringing this up, isn't she?
No, she deserves it. She deserves it. She worked so hard on it, and it's really, particularly now, it's a very good time, I think, for mums who are probably really struggling right now to check it out. So anyway,
lovely.
Back to McFLY.
Lovely, you're so proud of her. Well, I want to ask you, for your fans, you're doing something special for Valentine's Day. Tell me more.
Yes. Well, we are. Yeah.
Yes.
Go on, Harry.
Well, what we've done is we've created this website called McFLY Total Access. Because obviously at the moment we can't get out and get touring, so we thought we'd start this subscription website where fans can subscribe. And we've been streaming concerts, we've been streaming recording sessions, streaming Q&As, that sort of thing, to be able to, during this pandemic, provide content for fans. And yeah, obviously Valentine's Day is coming up, so what we've decided to do is offer a Zoom date from each one of the band members to anyone who's a subscriber to McFLY Total Access. So Nicki, if you want a Zoom date with me or Tom,
who's my favourite? Yeah.
Well, according to you, it's Tom, but I actually bump into Nicki every now and again, so that could be a bit awkward next time I see you, Nicki.
Next time I see you, yeah, you're always my favourite.
If you want a Zoom date with Danny or Dougie, maybe, then you have to subscribe to McFLY Total Access, and You could win a Zoom date with one of us.
How wonderful. You know, I'm blushing now. I'm blushing. Now, we're going to play your new single, You're Not Special, but I think one of you. So who's going to be, Harry or Tom? Who wants to introduce it? I'm going to play it, and
Tom,
you've got 11 seconds. Go on.
Go on, Tom.
Okay, we are McFly, and this is our brand new single, You're Not Special. Turn it up, enjoy.
Fabulous. Stay on the line, boys. We'll talk a bit more after this. McFly, You're Not Special. It's sounding good, boys, isn't it? Sounding good. So if you've just joined us, we've got Tom and Harry, half of McFly, live on the phone. So we're going to ask you some quick fire questions. I'm going to start off with my favourite, Harry. Harry, if I do bump into you, and I know we do to each other, I never like to say hello because I always think, you're busy and you don't like to be mobbed by elderly fans. That's what it is.
No, I'm always up for a chat.
Right, here we go then, starting with you, Harry. First place you'd go out, say if you're going to have a picnic with your lovely family.
Well, I'd like to go to see my family in Suffolk. My mum and dad, granny and grandpa.
Oh, lovely. Tom, what about you?
A picnic. I think I would go. Do you know what? I kind of miss busy central London. I'd go to like a London park for a picnic, I think.
Oh, nice.
In the sunshine.
In the sunshine. Yeah. You've got to have sunshine, haven't you? Okay, you're going to cook for your friends because you're now allowed. Coronavirus is over. What is the dish? Harry?
Oh, I know it's boring, but I do a hell of a good spag bowl, Nicki. I really do.
He's been banging on about this, so I hope he's inviting me over for this. I want to try it.
And what about you, Tom?
Look, if we're allowed to have friends over, I'm not cooking. We're getting a takeaway from our local Chinese.
Are you fed up with cooking then while you've been in lockdown?
Yeah, because I've just got the same recipes over and over again. I'm looking, and do you know what? If there's friends over, I don't be stood around cooking. We're going to get a massive takeaway and then just eat until they have to carry me to the sofa.
Lovely. You want to get the book Pinch of Nom. There's some great recipes. We were talking about it earlier. Okay, are you film lovers, you two? Harry, what would you go and see?
Oh gosh, yeah, no, I love movies. Oh, I'm stuck here. Look, I'm obsessed with Alan Partridge, so I'd probably go and see Alpha Papa again at the cinema.
And Tom, what about you?
I would, on the big screen, I think I would pick something classic like either Star Wars or Back to the Future, because you can't go wrong, and they always look amazing on the big screen.
Can't go wrong at all. Now, I ask all our guests these questions, and I can't believe I'm going to ask you this. The concert that you'd give a loud standing ovation to, what gig would it be, Harry?
McFly show, obviously.
Of course. What about you, Tom?
Do you know what? I would give any show a standing ovation right now, any concert. I would happily go and see any band on the planet live just to be in that environment again, and I would scream louder than anyone in there, I think. Wonderful.
Harry, if there was a musical you're going to enjoy, go to the theatre for the first time in ages, what would it be, please?
Oh God, I desperately want to take my daughter to the theatre, so I want to take her to see Wicked, or Matilda, if that's still on.
Yeah, good choices. How about you, Tom?
Well, my sister is an actress, and she, when lockdown is over, she'll be opening in Cinderella, Andrew Lloyd Webber's new musical. So I will be going to see that the moment it opens, and cheering on my sister who's playing Cinderella. Oh,
you'll be the proud brother on opening night, no doubt.
I'm so embarrassing. I cry so much when I see her in shows. I'm so embarrassing.
Do you?
Embarrassing, big brother.
Oh
yeah,
no, but that's
lovely. I'm a bit of a crier anyway, but when it's your little sister, you can't help it.
Oh, how wonderful. Okay, let's move on to beaches. That's one thing that people really miss, not being able to go to a beach. Which one would you choose, Harry?
I love it. The East Coast. I love Southwold. We also had a holiday booked to Greece last year, which obviously couldn't go on. So maybe that holiday would be nice to go to.
Yeah, lovely. Tom?
Do you know what? As much as I'm looking forward to travelling, around the world again, I genuinely think in Cornwall, some of the best beaches, when it's sunny in England, Cornwall have the most incredible beaches. So somewhere in Cornwall, I think.
Okay, you can travel anywhere, anytime. Harry, let's start with you.
Brazil. We were 3 or 4 days away from flying to Brazil to do a tour out there, and then obviously it was cancelled due to the pandemic, so I can't wait to get back out to Brazil to play some shows.
And what about you, Tom?
I would be straight to Disney World with all of my friends and family and kids, and I would just, I'd be on all the rides, eating far too much sugar.
Going mad.
Going mad.
And then we're going to leave it on a song that you would want to sing from the rooftops. Life has got back to as normal as it possibly can, and it's a real celebration. So, Harry, I'm not sure what your choice is going to be.
Do you know, I think I'd choose Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. It's not necessarily one you'd stand and, shout and sing from the rooftop, but I think you'd stand on a rooftop, see the sun coming up. It's quite poignant to see the moment that maybe when this is all over, it'd be, a nice thing to listen to.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Now, sadly, I can't play both. So, Harry, you are definitely my favourite. And because I've said that, I'm going to let Tom have his choice. Tom, what is it?
I would pick the ultimate sing-along anthem, which I think is We Are the Champions by Queen.
Brilliant.
Because you just can't listen to that and not sing along.
Oh, always a joy to have you at BBC Radio 2. Please give our best to Dougie and Danny, the McFLY boys, and say hello to your families and stay safe. Tom and thank you both so much. And here it is, Queen, We Are the Champions. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.